Imagine for a moment that you live on a savanna like this one. The day is warm. The food is plentiful. You're grazing at daybreak. Suddenly, you sense an attack. Your pulse races, your heart pounds.
Everything that's going on in your body is fabulous because it's saving your life. You're running for your life, lions coming after you. What do? You mobilize energy because you need it for your thigh muscles. Your blood pressure goes up so you can deliver the energy to your thigh muscles in 2 seconds instead of 3.
It's fight or flight in action, our stress response system at work. Within seconds, it increases our energy and starts shutting down longer-term projects like fighting disease. And what happens to us in our modern, increasingly urban environment? Our well-honed tools of fight or flight were developed to face the life and death challenges of the savannah, not the kind of life we face today, where stress is not an occasional incident, but rather a non-stop series of daily pressures.
So why don't zebras get ulcers? They don't worry about mortgages, they don't worry about blind dates, they don't worry about the ozone layer, they worry about lions. For them, stress is 3 minutes of some screaming terror on the savannah where it's either over with or they're over with very shortly afterward. They don't have chronic psychological stress. You get us, and suddenly we're smart enough to have invented all sorts of nonsense that is purely psychological, purely social, and our basic punchline as a person is the system didn't evolve for chronic activation, it's evolved for the short-term crisis. Turn it on chronically and you increase your likelihood of getting sick somewhere along the way.
For over 20 years, Dr. Sapolsky has been studying the effects of stress on our brains and bodies. The major culprits in this damage are 2 hormones.
Adrenaline is the first hormone on the scene, and one of the first things it does is it works at your heart, it works at your blood vessels, up goes your heart rate, up goes your blood pressure.
At the same time, the brain's hypothalamus moves into action. It signals the pituitary to stimulate the adrenal gland. That gland releases the body's longer-acting stress hormone, cortisol. It's a powerful steroid that mobilizes energy. But over time, cortisol can harm almost every system of our bodies.
If you constantly mobilize energy, you never store it, your muscles waste away, you're exhausted all the time. If you constantly increase your blood pressure, you're going to get more vascular damage. If you shut down digestion, you're more at risk for an ulcer.